Good morning. Hi. My name is Haley Vale, but we're all friends here, so you guys can just call me Java. I'm an alumna from CK at the University of Georgia, and go Dogs. And there I was an operations coordinator and admin team member for 3 years. And what I want to talk to you guys about today is the only literal game changer I've ever experienced at Kesem, and that's rain. Rain has been a big theme in my Kesem journey. It follows me. It does. I bring the rain clouds, you guys. But at times it's been my adversary, and at times it's been my motivation. My favorite part of being a Kesem student leader was getting to plan the schedule for the week of camp. It was amazing. Every year I got to sit down in a room with 2 other dedicated, talented, lovely student leaders, and we got to plan the schedule for the best week of the year. It was my favorite thing. So, as you guys might have guessed from that, I am a person who likes to plan every detail. Some people have called it type A, and other people have just called it a problem. My personality type can best be described as Leslie Knope-esque for you Parks and Rec fans. Hey. I am like a highly motivated golden retriever with a to-do list. That's me. But rain is anathema to all of my anchoring impulses. I crave order and reliability and predictability, and I want the day to go exactly as I had planned it from start to finish with no deviations. So, my first week of camp on admin, I was really nervous. I wanted everyone to have a good time the whole week, and I wanted it to go perfectly. Perfectly. So in preparation, the operations team planned 2 to 3 activities that we could easily insert in the case of rain. They were things that we could do inside, and we only had 2 to 3 because there was no way that it would rain for more than 3 days of camp, right? It rained every day. Every day. Every day, you knew it was coming. You didn't know when, but you knew it was coming. We would hear that first crack of thunder, and my stomach would sink through the floor. The next day, though, the forecast would say 5% chance of rain. That's pretty good odds, right? It was fake news. It rained every day, all day. So every night, I would hunker down in the dining hall with the rest of the admin team. Me and Zuko and Gump and Gravy and Oz and Shrimp would come up with our half a dozen contingency plans for the next day's schedule, and we'd need every one of them. Instead of swim time, we hosted an extremely impromptu counselor talent show where one of our fabulous counselors performed the national anthem on kazoo, and it brought tears to everyone's eyes. Another couple of counselors performed a duet of Disney classics that frankly deserved a Tony, and I'm very disappointed with the decision-making that year. They should have won. Our counselors stepped up in such a big way. Another one of our counselors, during downtime while we were struggling and scrambling to get the next activity ready, one of our counselors started telling the stories of the Iliad and the Odyssey to his 8 to 10-year-old boys. And that cabin got so into it that by the end of the week for their talent show, they performed a scene from the Odyssey with all of the campers' names inserted as characters. It was titled The Tale of Sharkius, and it starred a camper named Shark. By the end of the week, we were all exhausted. We'd poured every bit of ingenuity and love into those plans, and I personally was exhausted. I'd spent 7 days outside of my comfort zone in schedule limbo. But I was really proud. I was really proud of the work that our team had done, and I was especially proud of the smiles on our campers' faces on closing day. So, the lessons that I learned from this are 2. Number 1, in life, there is rain. These are those challenges you didn't see coming and you're not really sure that you're ready for. Rain can be unpredictable and scary, but I'll tell you the secret. In order to beat rain, you have to change the schedule. That week of camp, I had to accept that it wasn't going to follow my original plan. I learned that planning isn't everything. I learned to be flexible, and I learned to be resilient. And so I hope that all of you take away from this that in order to beat the rain, when your rain comes, and it will, you embrace that you can't control everything, and you accept that you will take what you've got and do the best that you can, and that is more than enough. That week of camp, the rain made me someone who could think on my feet. It made me someone who can keep moving forward to solve the problems that I'm able to. The second lesson that I learned is this. When the rain hits and you're unsure of yourself, and maybe you're scared, maybe you're scared of failing, maybe you're scared of letting someone down, maybe you're scared of someone thinking you're a fraud. When those times come, you need a team. You need the people around you to rely on and give you support. That week of camp, I needed my team, and we needed each other to get through the rain. So, it takes so very much trust and respect to work with other people in that kind of stressful environment. And at Kesem, I had my first taste of that kind of a team dynamic, and I hope that every single one of you will too. Now, I'm a third-year medical student at Mercer University. Thank you. Thank you. So I recently started my clinical rotations, so I've been in the hospital a lot, which means I've had bronchitis a lot. Part of my clinical rotations was working on a trauma response team, and I know what you're thinking. It's not quite an episode of Grey's Anatomy as far as drama is concerned, but things do move pretty fast, and as you might imagine, things frequently don't go to plan. But that's okay. Thanks to my reign, both at Kesem and in the rest of my life, I've learned to move through the chaos and change the things that I can and rely on the people around me when I know that I can't. Without rain and without Kesem, I wouldn't be the kind of person who can thrive in an environment where when it rains, it really pours. Thank you.